G'day from the Bureau, with your weekend forecast around the country for April 25th and 26th. And as we've been talking about all week, high pressure will continue to dominate the weather out here in the Tasman Sea. That's going to extend a ridge right across much of eastern and also central Australia. That's going to bring warm, dry and sunny conditions for many southern, central and inland areas, though that onshore flow is going to bring showers for much of northeast New South Wales and southeast Queensland, and some of those showers even might get up to the central coast of Queensland as well. While also we'll be watching a bit of an upper low move into southern parts of South Australia. That can bring some showers and isolated thunderstorms there, while fine, warm and sunny weather for the rest of the country through Tasmania, Victoria, inland New South Wales and Queensland, inland northern South Australia, NT and much of WA. So let's have a closer look at your Anzac Day forecast around the country. Firstly, in Queensland, we're going to have those coastal showers impacting some of the dawn services in southeast Queensland, so watch out for those if you are heading out to those services. But for the rest of the state, we are looking at dry, warm and sunny conditions, maybe a few morning showers as well up around the north tropical coast. Temperatures though during the afternoons looking to get up into the high 20s to low 30s for coastal areas and inland areas as well, even only getting to 31 degrees in far western Queensland out towards Birdsville. Saturday morning looking at around 16 or 17 degrees for those dawn services and a couple of showers in Brisbane, and then warming up to a showery 25 degrees during the day. Moving down into New South Wales, similar story in northeast New South Wales. We're going to see these widespread showers impacting much of northern New South Wales down to around the Newcastle area, and even just the chance of a shower getting into around the Sydney area as well. But from Wollongong south and for well inland, we're going to see a dry, warm and sunny day for much of the state of New South Wales, away from those showers in the north. For dawn services, pretty chilly through southeastern parts of New South Wales and around the ACT, getting down to those low single figures, so rug up if you're heading out to those services. Warmer though in Sydney with a possible shower or two about the coast, 15 to start the day and 25 during the afternoon. Dawn services pretty chilly around Canberra, but it will be dry, starting off around 4 but warming up into the low 20s, 23 degrees there in the afternoon. Victoria continuing a trend of warm, dry and sunny weather for much of the state. Once again, temperatures in the mid to high 20s almost statewide. Cool morning heading out for those dawn services, but for this time of year pretty mild really. We're looking at low teens, like 14 to start the day in Melbourne, low teens in the south, maybe single figures for our inland areas, but a dry, warm and sunny day on the way. Melbourne for dawn services around 14 degrees, warming up to 25 degrees with lots of sunshine. Moving down into Tasmania, again a mild, warm and dry day on the way, and pretty mild morning as well for those attending dawn services right across the state. You can see 14 degrees as we wake up in Hobart. Sometimes that's more of a daytime high rather than minimum temperature, and warming up to a warm 24 degrees. But notice much of the state looking at temperatures in the low to mid 20s, though towards the end of the day we could see some of those showers approach western parts of Tasmania. Moving up into South Australia, and the day will start off dry and mild across much of the state. Look at those minimum temperatures. We're looking in the low to mid-teens to start the day for those dawn services, and then warming up into the high 20s to near 30 degrees. But notice here that trough is going to move into coastal areas later in the day, and maybe into central parts of the state into the afternoon and overnight hours. And that's going to bring some showers and possible storms, firstly around the Eyre Peninsula and west coast, and then moving up into central areas on Saturday night, so watch out for that. But generally most areas will have a dry, warm and sunny day after a mild start. Dawn services around Adelaide, 17 degrees, warming up to a sunny 28 degrees. Cloud will increase during the day and then possible showers at night. Moving over into Western Australia, we can see similar conditions there with a dry, warm and mostly sunny day for much of the state. A little bit cooler though in the southwest to start the day for those attending dawn services there, dropping down to around 10 degrees in the morning at Perth, but then those temperatures getting up into the low to mid 20s, maybe high 20s as well through inland areas, and then getting into the low 30s through northern parts of WA. As I said, Perth starting at 10 and then warming up to a sunny 25 degrees on Saturday. Moving up into the Northern Territory, dry, warm and sunny weather continues there. A sure sign that we're probably in the very start of the dry season with the only wet weather possible, just some of those showers through the eastern parts of the top end. But Cape York, the Gulf and the Kimberley looking dry, warm and sunny. Pretty warm if you're heading out to dawn services, low 20s around the top end and even low teens, a little bit cooler for those in the south. Darwin looking at 23 to start the day and then 34 and partly cloudy. Then moving into Sunday across the country, that dominating high down here in the south, in the Tasman Sea, will continue to impact our weather right around the country. That means similar conditions again on Sunday for many. Brisbane looking at showers and 25 degrees. Sydney partly cloudy, 24. Partly cloudy and 23 in Canberra. Similar in Hobart, 23 and partly cloudy. Another warm sunny one in Melbourne, 27. 25 degrees and some morning showers clearing in Adelaide. Perth, I should say, looking at 27, but may see some cloud increasing later in the day as well. And you can see that low and rain offshore. That may impact southwest WA as we move into Monday. And then warm, dry and sunny across our tropical north, 34 and sunny in Darwin. So for those heading out and about this weekend or attending dawn services tomorrow morning, you can always get the latest forecasts and warnings for your area via our website and app. Continue to get updates over the weekend, and we'll be back here next week for further forecasts next week.